Today, we are going to take French onion soup, that deep, warm, comforting soup that you have when it's a snowy day or in Paris, and we are going to make it half the time, and we're going to make it hand-sized, meaning we're going to make it into a sandwich. We are making, light drum roll please, grilled cheese French onion soup. I love this, I love this. So, this is dedicated to my dad, who loved French onion soup. My mom said when they went to Paris, every single meal he made, he had French onion soup. So, let me show you how we are gonna make the beautiful caramelized onions so that we can make our beautiful French onions. So, 1 onion per person for the soup or 1 onion per person for the sandwich. So here's what we do with the onion. You take a full onion and there's a little head and you chop off that head, but leave the root part in, this part right here, and then you cut it in half. Voila. Just like that. We'll throw a little French in there, and then you cut it into moon shape. So watch right there. Just like that. Turn the stove on to a medium-low heat. And are you ready to go into the pot with me? Here we go, guys. So I'm going to take some olive oil and do about 2 swirls of olive oil in there because it has a higher burning temperature, because I'm now going to put in 3 tablespoons of butter. I am gonna throw in the onions right there. So these are 2 onions. Put in a small pinch, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of red pepper flake. I'm gonna put in a 3-finger big pinch of salt that will help sweat that out, and a 3-finger big pinch of pepper to help that out too. And my favorite, fresh thyme. So I put a tablespoon of fresh thyme in there. But if you wanna use the dry, the conversion's a 3-to-1 ratio. So 3 of the fresh to 1 of the dry, and that would be 1 teaspoon of dry. And cover it for 10 minutes on medium-low so it can get that caramelized, it can get all that juice can come out, and it can reduce a little bit. All right, 10 minutes. See you in a second. It's just about 10 minutes in a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1, yay! Happy Onion New Year! And here we go. Ah, look at that. So don't worry about that little brown stuff on the bottom. Gonna be okay. Oh my god, it already smells more like a caramel flavor than an onion spicy flavor, like that raw onion cooks down. Beautiful. So we're gonna leave this for open now for another 10 minutes. 10 more minutes, just like this. Just mix it around a little bit, and we're gonna just leave it like that for 10 minutes. And every couple of minutes, just come back and stir just a little bit, but very low maintenance. Okay, 10 more minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes with the cap open now of the pot, and let's try this caramelized French onion soup. Onions. Oh, one got away. Come here. Deep, sweet, caramelized flavor. It's so good. So this can go on onion soup. You would just add the wine now, and then the beef broth, and then the cheese on top. Or my famous French onion soup, grilled cheese. Or you can make this into a dip. But whatever you do, now the mystery is solved. A French onions. Beautiful meal. So now that you know how to make these beautiful French onions, so easy, right? 10 minutes with the cap, cover it onto the pot. 10 minutes off. Oh, so good and caramely. All right, so what I did is I buttered the tops of the sourdough bread. I love sourdough bread, and it represents the bread on the top of the French onion that gets all crusty and cheesy. And on the other side, the inside, I put some Dijon mustard. The Dijon mustard is French, 1, but 2, it gives that background wine flavor. So, for each sandwich, we're gonna use about 1 cup of this nutty Gruyere cheese. So 1/2 cup goes on one side, just like that. And then, I want a little bit of a crunch in this, so I'm gonna put some scallions in here as well, too. Just 1/2 tablespoon of scallions. Some on the floor, too, that's okay. Oh my god, you're gonna get that bite. I know there's lots of onion in here, but that gives a beautiful bite. Let's put a little bit more right there. Good. Okay, and then I'm gonna put 1/2 of the onions right on top. So here we go. Okay. And then to top it all off, a little beret of the other 1/2 of the cheese, just like that, of the Gruyere cheese right on top. So you get a nice cheesy bite. All right, let's put a little bit more. So don't tell anyone I'm putting a tiny bit more. And then we'll put it up like that. Ah, look how cute that is. Right on to a panini press on high. Oh, hear that sizzle. All right, right on high, right like that. And then I'm gonna close it up for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. If you don't have a panini press, you can just put this on medium-high heat with some butter onto a pan and just watch for the burning, check in to make sure it's not burning, flip it over. So about 1.5 minutes per side. But for this, we're gonna do 3 minutes. I press it down a little bit, and then it's gonna be voila, perfectly good.
Okay guys, 3 minutes is up. Oh, it's seeping out a little bit. How crazy beautiful is that?
Okay, we've let this French masterpiece rest for a couple minutes, so it's still really hot, but everything's been able to melt together in the real world. And now I know this isn't traditional, but I want just like a hot potato coming out of the oven or fries coming out of the oven. You're supposed to salt it. Well, I'm going to use something untraditional. I'm going to go to Italy and take a little bit of Parmesan cheese, throw it right on top. I'm going to cut on an angle so it can be kind of fancy. Oh yes, I think I did my dad proud. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Look at all that oozing stuff coming out. I'm going to take that slow, close bite. The crunchiness of the bread, the extra Parmesan cheese gives it that salt that brings out the flavor, the nuttiness of the cheese. This is a winner. So you should make this. Go onto the blog, subscribe to the blog. This is on chophappy.com. I love you guys.